Before you can, can win football games, you have to stop losing them. And too many penalties today. There's some things that we should be able to control. Second week in a row, we didn't finish the way we need to. We had opportunities throughout. I think the guys played hard, but offensively, never really got things going. We're able to, to get Damon more involved this week, but passing game-wise, there were plays that we left out on the football field. Their front, we knew coming in that they could rush the passer and they would cause some problems, and they did. For the most part, we protected the football fairly well. I think what do we want? Maybe plus one in the turnover ratio. Defensively, I thought the guys played hard most of the game. There are some critical moments that, especially late, 3rd and 16, and so that play. We were in a favorable position, and we let them out on the drive that they scored. Disappointing drive. I thought the guys played hard for the most part throughout. Didn't play well enough to win, kind of simple as that. We still see signs. We'll go back to work next week. Injury-wise, we had a few guys. I think Brevin, Jordan hurt his ankle a little bit. Trying to think. Kevin Pierre Lewis went down earlier with the groin injury. And so I'll take your question.
Lovie, on the series where you had to get the field goal after Davis was not able to connect with Brandon Cooks in the end zone, take us through that play, what you saw.
All right, the play where we dropped the ball. Yeah, I mean, I know how much more I need to take you through it. I mean, we had a pretty good play call. We just weren't able to come up with the catch. Those things happen.
What was supposed to happen on the 3rd and 16? It seemed like there was a busted coverage, maybe it wasn't.
Didn't play the coverage as well as we needed to. I'm not going to normally point out, exactly what happened. We didn't play the coverage the way we should. Had a little bit of a breakdown, and we paid for it.
There have been some times in the first 2 games where the offense has gotten going. You've had some big plays, connection with Cooks and Nico Collins, but overall, the offense is stalling at key times. It happened in the last game. It happened today in the second half. What are you seeing thus far from your offense?
Well, I'm seeing that. We stall at times. We're not there yet. It's kind of simple as that. We show flashes of what we can be, but and not going back to last week, but this week seemed like there was a commitment to the run. I thought Damon did some good things when he had an opportunity to carry the ball, but part's just not about the running game. You've got to be able to pass the ball too. And games eventually come down to being able to pass the ball. And at the end, we went down by 7. It was going to be a passing game, and we weren't able to come through then.
What is your takeaway when you're seeing Davis Mills and receivers still not being on the same page in certain plays?
And what's my takeaway? I mean, as you asked, the question you asked, we weren't on the same page. We're going to work to get them on the same page. There is no other answers I can give you right now. The passing game, we didn't get the production we needed to. We had our moments. We dropped a couple balls. Protection broke down at times. You got to give them a lot of the credit for that. We'll keep working on those things that you just asked about.
Lovie, can you assess the play of Steely today, what you saw?
As you saw, we did a few different things with him, and he was going against a good wide receiver today. I thought he had his moments where he did some good things, but part of the learning process is to go through some games like that. We kind of challenged him to put him in a few more different positions. So he'll only get better from here.
There were times we were able to get downfield from Nico Collins. How did the offense open up?
Well, when plays break down, it's probably a combination of protection not, being as well as we needed to be, but times when we had good protection, we were able. And that's what I'm talking about, some of the flashes that we saw where we were able to get some production from the passing game. Except state of course, we're not there yet, close. We feel like we played a good, Broncos team here at home. We got better in some things, but still haven't been. We had a lead in the second half. We got to be able to finish it as much as anything, and everybody is involved in that. Yeah, the offense is, but defense too. The defensive guys going to talk about, some of the runs late. We didn't tackle as well as we needed to at the end, and we got to be able to take the ball away more than that. I'm sorry?
Davis Mills had under 200 yards passing. How much more do you need from him to be able to get the offense going where you want it to be?
Well, we need more from Davis, but it starts up front first. Davis having more time, running game being a little bit more productive, open up some of the passing lanes. It's all of the above. And I understand when, if we had won the game, we were going to be patting the quarterback on the back, but it's so much more than just Davis Mills. Yes, Davis needs to get better like we all need to.
How much of the late game missed tackles is due to fatigue of the defense being out?
It's just hard to say. It's hard to really say that that's the reason. They ran hard at the end of the game. We had some missed tackles, but those missed tackles at the end of the game, I don't know if that was the reason why we lost the game. We had a favorable position, 3rd and long, and we let them drive and score on that. Besides that, they have 9 points, and we're not talking about a lot of this.
How do you feel Scott Quessenberry filled in on short notice?
I think he did okay. And again, offensive line, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what happened until you analyze the video. But Scott, I didn't see anything major that happened. But he's an inadequate backup. He's been that way. That's why we have him on the football team. But it does take an awful lot when, you're in a backup role and all of a sudden now it's time for you to step up to the plate. But I thought he did that.
We haven't spoken in a few days. Have you had any other communication with Brett?
There's nothing I need to talk about right now. I will talk about it right now.
It's good.
Thank you.
Love you this way.
They played good defense all day. I thought we need to make more plays, just capitalize on our opportunities. Their plays were there. We just got to make them. So, it's a tough feeling in the locker room right now because we know there's opportunity that we need to take advantage of, and we're ready to go back and get to work this week so we can capitalize on it next week.
Davis, could you take us through the sequence where you tried to get Brandon in the end zone, y'all weren't able to connect, you had to settle for a field goal?
Yeah, we had a play dialed up for him on the backside, and then I didn't end up seeing where the ball ended up. Thought we potentially could have scored there. I don't know. I guess got to give him a better ball on that one, and then we ran that play where I threw it to him in the back of the end zone right after that. They played good defense there. He looked like we might need to use that play a little deeper down into the end zone because he got tangled up a little bit, so it threw off the timing of it. But that's one of the opportunities that we missed on. When defense gets a big takeaway, we got to go down there and get a touchdown instead of a field goal. And, it's a different game. I thought he put together a really good day. It's exciting when the run game's going. Thought we had some big-time runs, and he was making it happen. It's something to build on. Obviously, when the run game's good, it opens up a lot of stuff in the pass game as well. So, something to build on, but I thought he had a good day.
Davis, both games have been close, winnable games. Both have been decided in the fourth quarter, overtime, obviously. The longer you do this and we're around it, do you have that realization that that's where, in the NFL, these games can be defined, and as hard as it can be, it often comes down to, like even Casario say, a few plays in the game to decide everything?
Definitely, yeah. That's what we always talk about in our quarterback room and on the team. Our job is to stay close the whole game, and then we got to win the game in the fourth quarter when the game's on the line. So tough one today. We just got to go out there and make our opportunities.
You mentioned the time being up this week, being on the same page with receivers. I think towards the end next to Nico, y'all kind of talking afterward, was the spacing well there, and could you take through some of that?
That was one. I missed that throw. I thought initially, I thought I wanted him in a different spot, but going back and looking at the pictures of it, I thought he did a good job breaking it off in zone coverage, finding the opening, and I just got to put it on him.
Davis, you touched on it early. You had the lead in the fourth quarter on the road. You won the game. How difficult is that to deal with right now?
It's tough. Like you said, our whole team feels that we're close. Our best football is ahead of us. We played a good football team out there, and we were with them the whole game. We just got to take advantage of those opportunities that are there. I thought defense and special teams played extremely well today. They held them 16 points on the road. That's big. As an offense, we got to continue to keep pushing the envelope, get better, and improve on it next week.
How would you tell us about your play for the first 2 games?
Solid. I mean, obviously, I want to go see the film. I know there's missed opportunities that we have, some missed throws that I've been that I got to be better with. But I think as a team, we're putting ourselves in the situation to win these games. We just got to take advantage of it.
To take 2 more of those seem to give you some confidence, and without getting that these last 2 games, what's that feeling? How do we lose that?
It's good. I mean, it keeps driving our guys. We know what we're capable of, and we just got to display it on Sundays. I think, like I'm going to keep saying it. There's opportunities that we got to make, and we're going to go out there and make those plays.
Last one.
And it seemed there were times we were able to get the ball outfield. It seems like we're costing them there, Nico, today especially. What were the things that we're working to?
I mean, just a lot of the stuff when we trust our guys on the edge to win in man-to-man coverage, or even find openings in the zones. If we can keep pushing the run game, and it's going to open up the pass games to doing that, and then just continue to get the ball out on time and let those playmakers make plays.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Kirksey's next.
Christian, can you take us through the touchdown to the tight end? Your tight end.
Yeah, he made a good play. I thought I had good coverage, and I believe he caught it one-hander. It's one of those things where, they're in the National Football League too. They're going to get those plays. It was a great pass by Russell and a great catch by him. So, you try your best as a defender not to let them score and make a play on the ball. But that was just an outstanding catch by him.
Can you take us through the pick?
Yeah, running the middle of the field, I saw 14, speed at 3, receiver, Suden. So I figured that they was going to, try to work him with me, and just made a play on the ball. Ball fell right in my hands, so just got to make the best of it. And I wish that that would have happened in the end zone, but it didn't. So, you just got to keep playing.
What was your last year, and to see what you're trying to do here from last year to this year? Where do you think this team's at right now, finishing aspect?
We're a different team than last year. We talk all the time about seeing flashes of being a good team and, being in the game. And now we need to learn how to finish and not have self-inflicting wounds, with having penalties. That's unacceptable, That's how you get beat. You have that many penalties, you can't win ball games like that. So we need to look ourselves in the mirror, clean our penalties up on that end, and we have a fighting chance. But if you have pre-snap penalties and unnecessary penalties, you can't win football games like that, especially in the National Football League. But as far as a team, I think that we're still trying to figure out our identity. But this is week 2. We ended with a tie and ended with a loss today. But we still have all our goals in front of us. We don't need to flinch. We need to watch film, look ourselves in the mirror, and see where we can get better. So there's no need for us to, panic or, go backwards. We still have a lot ahead of us, and we're a good team.
Defensively, you had about 18 points in the first 2 games. What do you think the potential of this unit can be?
I love those guys on our end of the ball. I mean, I love this team, but just speaking to my guys on that side, we fight hard. Our motto is to punch the ball out, create takeaways, and not let them get touchdowns. And we see a team, they may get 3 or whatever. We take pride in taking the field and make sure they don't score at all. So with that mentality, I think that we're building something special on all ends, from the defensive backs to the linebackers to D-line. We're building that grit, and I think that we're going to be special this year.
How much of the games missed tackles are just different teams?
I don't want to sit here and make excuses about it. We just got to, wrap up. That's all the way back to Little League. You just got to see what you tackle. And if one person miss, you got 10 other guys that should be around the ball as well. So Whether we're fatigued or not, that's unacceptable for us to miss that many tackles. I know it's some plays that, myself included, want to get back. I think Gordon broke like a 15-some yard run. I missed the tackle. A couple other guys missed tackles, and it's like you don't want to play defense like that. That's unacceptable. I don't want to blame it on anything about being fatigued or whatnot. It's just, that's fundamentals, one-on-one. Tackle the ball, carrier.
Take a couple more. What effect did you feel like the 3rd and 16 conversion that the offense, that the Broncos offense had early in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it's tough, man. When you got them, backed up like that, man, we got to get out the field. I mean, I think he ran a 7 route. We got to get out the field. We got to play better football. And when our number is called, we got to make the plays. And our team needed defense to get that stop, and we didn't. And that kind of haunted us, later in the fourth quarter. But we have to make those plays. I believe so. I believe, but I mean, it's a bunch of plays that was out there that we could have made. But I know that that's a crucial part of the game. We got to make 3rd and 16. We got to get out the field on that.
You all have been leading in the last 2 games. You have been leading going into the fourth quarter. Do you feel like you all are just right there, ready to turn that corner and get that first win?
We're right there. We have to learn how to get over that hump and finish. And the good teams in the NFL, they finish when it's time to finish, because the game is not played in 3 quarters. If the game was 3 quarters, yeah, we would be sitting here undefeated. But it's 4 quarters for a reason, because it's the best of the best comes out when the game is on the line. The last quarter, that's when you're supposed to play your best football, and that's something that we have to get better at. But it's time.
In the past game, coverage-wise, it seems that you guys were plastered on the defensive receivers. What led to that? It seems like you guys are one step ahead of them. What led to you guys always additionally being one step ahead of their back end?
Well, we know, like, when you're going against, in my opinion, a future Hall of Famer, you got to prepare for him extending plays. You got to prepare for him to look for his guys. And, we take pride in what we like to think that we have speed on our side of the ball. So we try to just eliminate the big plays and try to eliminate his go-to guys. So, we got to tell each other on the field before we even start, like, hey, man, you got to strap up, by any means necessary. We know what Russell can do. And going back to last week, we know what Matt Ryan can do. And when you look at them in the past history, they can extend plays and they can make those throws. So we take pride in making sure that we double down and strap up and got to lock guys up and make Russell, throw a bad pass. So, like, we just take pride in that.
Thanks for coming.
Yep. Thank you.